Hello there, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your overall reading for the month of June 2020. I hope you guys have been doing amazingly well. I hope you're staying safe, taking good care of yourself and each other out there. It's always wonderful to come back and share your energy here on the channel, and I'm always grateful for your participation and the energy that you bring. Scorpio is always one of my favorite signs to read for. I love your guys' intensity, your passion, your depth. So yes, thank you so much, especially to my new and returning subscribers. If you are brand new to the channel, Scorpio, welcome and thank you so much for coming by. And if you have not yet done so, I always do invite you, reach out, hit that subscribe button and join the dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy this content. As always, we have a few quick notes before I start any reading. This is a general read. It's not going to resonate with every Scorpio out there. So whatever messages make sense to you, resonate with you, those are yours. If they do not make sense to you or feel right, kick them on out to another Scorpio or revisit this reading in another week or so. Sometimes it will make more sense later. This will mostly correspond with Scorpio's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, and all Scorpio cross watchers are welcome to join us thus today as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to leave a donation to the channel, all of those links and details are below in the description box. So let's get going, guys. First, as always, I do talk about your astrology patterns for the month a little bit before we start. So if you don't want to watch that part, scoot ahead a few minutes, once this is live. You can go ahead and just go straight to the card reading, but I always recommend watching the astrology notes because it ties in with those cards, I tell you, and there's a lot going on. June is a powerhouse month, Scorpio. All the reads that I've already done for this month have come out very, very strong, and I'm sure yours is going to be no exception. We are in the time of Gemini right now, so that means the sun is highlighting your universal 8th house. That is the Scorpio house. So that being your own house, it's very, very lit up. That is also where Venus is moving. Venus is retrograde right now, and what that means is that, that planet of love, relationships, and partnership and harmony dynamics between two people is going in relative backward motion to the earth. That means us down here, we're all working with our relationships quite a bit. We're reworking, we're rethinking, we're refocusing, refreshing. And because it's in that element of Gemini, oh my goodness, it is all about our communication. Communication is absolutely key in our relationships right now. So Scorpio, all that being in your 8th house right now, universally, it is really strong for you on communication and really communicating the deepest needs of your soul. That is very, very strong right now. If you're interested in more about, love and relationship, I did do recently some reads about just that, so go back, look through my list, and you'll see it there. There are the love readings. So then, the sun will be moving into the sign of Cancer. Cancer is a fellow water sign. That will happen on Saturday, June 20th. That's when the summer solstice starts, is when the sun moves to Cancer. That will be a very harmonious time for you because they are lining up to create that beautiful trine, which is a free-flowing, harmonious pattern of energy. We also have eclipse season upon us, guys. We have a solar eclipse that comes on Sunday, 21st. That is also in conjunction with a new moon, and it is in Cancer. That should be a very positive new moon solar eclipse for you, Scorpio. Also, we have a full moon starting the month on June 5th. It's a lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius, which is all about, adventure, pioneering spirit, education, travel, learning new things. So we're just going through so much, and we have as well a Mercury retrograde in Cancer coming up on June 18th, and that will last until July 12th. So right now, we're on the verge of a lot of Cancer energy. Mercury is already there. So Scorpio, you are being very highlighted right now. You are getting a lot of supportive energy coming your way, especially as we get later into the month. Right now, Mars is conjunct Neptune. and that is creating a little bit of fog, of mist, of confusion of our energy. I will tell you, if you feel like no matter what you do, it's like treading water, that's why you feel that way. You know, these energies are not bad for you though, Scorpio, because you do live in that area, that realm of the emotions, of the soul. So those feelings are not completely foreign to you. So you actually deal with this better than most other signs would. But it will start to really pick up momentum and clear by the end of June when Mars moves into super active Aries on the 27th. So with all that put that out there, we're going to go ahead and pull your cards. I'm going to do a whole bunch of oracle. We're going to do a full tarot spread for you, Scorpio, so let's get right into it. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Scorpio as we do their June 2020 astrology and tarot reading. Please protect their energy as well as mine and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Oh, Scorpio. Okay, there it is. Boom, boom. That is your major arcana tarot card for this month of June. Embodying you is the moon. Pisces is the sign behind the moon. And of course, by proxy, Cancer is as well because they're ruled by the moon. So this should be a month of a lot of fluctuating moods. A lot of ups and downs emotionally could be going on. You will be extra intuitive, extra sensitive. The moon always to me brings in that subconscious energy, the divine feminine energies, you know, understanding the ups and downs and the cycles of life. Yes, the full moon on June 5th will be very important for you. All of this motion of Mars and Pisces is very important to you, and navigating things that might seem confusing, because there is always, like I said, there's confusion, there's mist, there's fog, right? People a lot of the time will associate things like deception with the moon card simply because it's like under the light of the moon, you know, our eyes can deceive us. It doesn't look the same in the moonlight as it does in the light of day. So it's like if you feel like you're not seeing something clearly, Scorpio, and you really want to know more about it before you dive in, definitely take your time, because right now, yeah, you know, it's like the moonlight reflections on the lake and it's like, oh, it's so beautiful, but you know, I really want to see it under the daylight where I can really get a good idea of what I'm looking at here, because there's a little bit of that glamorous, you know, quality to the moon as well. You might be feeling a little bit more mystical, magical yourself because of that energy. I really dig the moon card. It's a nice one. I like it a lot. So let's pull a couple of cards. Like I said, this is just such a busy month. So I'm pulling from the angels and ancestors, 2 guardian spirits, and or directions, because we do have directions in this card as well, that will help you. And you should call on to guide you through the rest of this month. Guys, ooh, yes. Oh, I like both of these. All right, Scorpio. So the first card that came out is the Sage. Be devoted and committed. So this is very much to me a don't give up kind of card. I love that our full moon this month is in Sagittarius, because to me this is very Sagittarian energy that I always feel with this kind of, you know, spiritual master is, you know, someone who, you know, takes time to themselves. There's that sort of energy of, you know, the spiritual monk, somebody that spends a lot of time in solitude or quiet to get very much in touch with themselves. And to me as well, there's a lot of learning to this as well, which is all about, you know, Sagittarius deals with that realm of learning, understanding something deeper, and really looking for the truth, you know, looking for that deep personal truth. That is something that you'll really feel coming through. And to me, look at this, we've got the Knight coming through, which is, you know, kind of like the old, you know, Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table kind of feeling. You know, it's taking that holy vow to fulfill some kind of, you know, work, obligation, not out of, you know, sort of like that nasty side of obligation of like, well, I guess I gotta do it. It's not like that. It's more like that's because your soul's leading there, and it's like a, you know, a deep commitment that you take very seriously, that's very important to you, you know, that you will protect, you know, yourself and others against harm. So to me, yes, be brave, be honest, you know, really live up to those strong virtues. We know that Scorpio has this very, very strong ability for commitment, devotion, you know, intensity. You follow things with passion, Scorpio. When you do something, you do it all the way, and you have that ability to truly be there for others through difficult times. So let's pull from the Black Moon Astrology. We're going to see what comes up for the realms, the areas that these guides will be leading you through predominantly for this month of June. Let's see. Get that shuffled in there, guys. Gotta do it. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so here we go. We've got the fire element coming up. So this is all about passion, drive, intensity, you know, staying motivated, having the energy to get going. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy all coming through as well. So to me, yes, that full moon's going to be a big deal. Also, like I said, at the end of the month on June 27th, we have Mars going into the sign of Aries. That is very fiery, very driven. I really do see that, you know, assisting you. That is what you're guiding with, is with passion. It's with fire. It's with energy. And then look at what we have coming up is the sign of Virgo. So the realm of Virgo is about your health. It's your habits, your routines, your well-being overall. So health may factor very, very strongly into this month. This could be what you're learning more about, you know, with the Knight, with the Sage coming through. It's like, learn about what makes you well, learn about what makes you whole. If you haven't been, you know, following the best habits or routines, like with your diet, enough sleep, getting enough water, whatever it is, it's time to start balancing those things again, because Virgo is all about those areas. Virgo also rules the stomach, and it's like whenever they're nervous, whenever they feel off about something, it's like they'll feel it in their gut. Like literally, people talk about that, you know, what does your gut tell you? Well, Virgo's literally tells them things, you know, it's like, oh, that doesn't feel right. So Scorpio, when Virgo comes along, I would also say that definitely listen to, you know, any kind of sense perceptions that you get, especially physical ones. Virgo is an energy of purification and detoxing. So you might be, you know, literally clearing the clutter like from your house. That could be a thing that comes up during June. Or you could just be, like I said, you know, detoxing your physical mind and body. So let's pull you a spirit animal. We're going to see which one of these amazing critters is coming through for you for this month as we move into the summertime here. If they'll blend together. Come on, let's get in line here, guys. Let's get it together. The cards are being a little bit like, they're like, well, okay. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that, guys. A little bit sleepy. We gotta wake them up. It's been a rainy day too, so it's very, very drifty energy today. So yeah, feeling that Mars and Pisces for sure. Ooh, okay, Scorpio. We got that snake spirit coming through. Time to heal, time to revive, shed that old skin off. So, ooh, along with Virgo energy, guys, this is all about detox, shedding off the old, embracing the new. Oh, I really love the snake. The snake in Chinese astrology is aligned with Taurus energy. It's very earthy, very practical, down to earth. Very intuitive and very strong. So to me, this is all about, you know, having that sort of strength to go through the cycles of life. But he's really all about new beginnings. You know, the snake is a powerful, powerful energy. The Egyptians were into the snakes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, because they're very powerful, and they also have that connotation of regeneration and rebirth. You know, so Scorpio, this is very similar energy to you, because you are a sign of death, rebirth, transformation, new life, phoenix from the ashes. You're that whole thing, and that is why, part of why, Scorpio is the most powerful sign in the zodiac. You can keep that secret, right? It's the truth. They are. They have the greatest raw power of all the signs. So let's pull you a crystal and chakra card. We're going to see which chakra is coming up for healing, which gemstone or crystal are best for you to work with. Ooh, I like this one. This is a beautiful stone. I have one sitting right here. It is the green aventurine. Yeah. It's a beautiful green, almost jade-like stone. It's pretty easy to find. You know, if you go on eBay or Etsy, it's pretty easy to get a hold of a piece of aventurine. But this, look, new opportunities. This is a heart-healing chakra, too. This is a heart-healing stone, I should say. And it's all about our heart, right? It's all about healing that heart in a very productive and progressive way. New doors opening, new opportunities in love or in relationships coming through. So Scorpio, oh, this is a powerful month. This Venus retrograde is really doing a healing job on you. That is definitely a feeling that I get. You know, as that retrogrades through, it will be going direct. Venus goes direct on June 25th, y'all. But this is really a time, you know, and it doesn't get out of Gemini. Therefore, Scorpio, it's going to be, you know, moving through that universal 8th house for you till August 8th when it moves into Cancer. So yeah, we're kind of in the long haul right now. And this is so much to me about you really healing deep on levels that you haven't gone to for a while. It's, you know, hasn't been there for a long time. So let's move Mr. Dragon on over. We're going to get into your tarot. We're going to see what's going on in there, what the full story is for you. These are beautiful cards. I'm using these vice versa. It has the front and the back. That's what I'll be doing the main spread with, and I will be clarifying with the brighter weights. So let's go ahead, Spirit. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. See what their story is going to be, or potentially be, for this month, June 2020, for Scorpio, please. Oh, wow. Okay, that makes so much sense, guys. Okay. Yeah, we saw some of this all coming up. Now, the High Priestess card is at the center of your spread. Very interestingly enough, she is ruled by the moon as well. These moon cycles are very important. You might even want to work with like moonstone. That's another really wonderful healing crystal that helps balance those moon cycles and the intuition. Because this, to me, the High Priestess, she is, in a way, a slightly Scorpio type figure, because she is secretive. She does hold the key to so many mysteries, right? But not too many people get behind that throne. Right? You know, because she is a powerful force. She's a little bit intimidating. You know, she wears the crown of the triple goddess aspect, you know, on her head. So it's like she really is in tune with those secrets. And, you know, some of them she doesn't even quite understand herself, right? Because there are those sacred mysteries of the universe that are hard even for us to understand. But, you know, she's very in touch with the divine. She's very much in balance. There's the pillars of Boaz and Jacqueline beside her, and that's that black and white. She works to find that middle pillar, right? She literally is the middle pillar. Scorpio, it's interesting too. I love the floras, you know, the black and white. Scorpio, I always say, is a very black and white sign. You know, it's like there's a lot of intensity. It's like it's love or hate. It's do or don't. It's I like it or I just don't at all. It's, you know, there's a lot of polarity. And so Scorpio, a big part of your lifetime, a part of your enlightened development is to work towards becoming that middle pillar, finding the gray in between those two intensities, because your intensities can be so strong. But that is what you're really embodying. So this could be also, I would say, you know, very much a month. You're getting the High Priestess, you're getting the Moon, you're getting all these kind of, you know, the Snake, all that. It's like, it's really about these subtle transformations that are happening deep within your subconscious. A lot of people may not even know. Oh, they don't even know how much depth is going on within you, how much is changing, how much is moving. As a result, you might need to take a good bit of time to yourself. That's why we have that kind of that Templar Knight, where it's like, you know, it's, and then the Sage, you know, both of these masters are, you know, figures who do their own thing kind of on their own, many times in solitude. And you may need that because you're doing so much inner work, so much healing, and so much spiritual development. Look at that. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Another very strong feminine energy. You know, she is both. She's got that feminine energy and intuition, but she's also very tough. She can make those decisions that are hard to make. She can use her cool logic. She can say, nope, this isn't good for my heart. Even if she's feeling it, even if, you know, she loves something or someone, it's like, and she knows it's not good for her, she will cut it out. She will cut out bad habits, old things that just don't work anymore. And look, she's wearing the crown there with this, with the butterflies on top, right? It's all about the transformation, the metamorphosis coming through. In the immediate past, we do have that King of Cups. So guys, this is all about healing to me. It's a little bit hard to put your finger on sometimes with the King of Cups because this is Cancer energy, Scorpio, Pisces. It's water. He has 1 foot down in the water, 1 foot up on the solid plane. So it's like part of it's emotional, part of it's, you know, coming from, you know, his mental judgment. So you know, but usually this is some kind of emotional leadership. This is getting in touch with your feelings. To me, this is heart healing. It's solar plexus healing. It's healing your self-confidence. You know, becoming more enlightened, more intuitive, and basically having just a better guardianship over your own emotions. You know, it's like you're not going to just give away your heart to just anyone or anything, Scorpio. And you do have so much to give. You really, truly do. Yeah, and look, this is because 5 of Swords was over top of this guy. You've had to make some hard emotional decisions, whether to stand up and fight for a relationship or for a job or for whatever it is that you care about, or just walk away, cut your losses and say, you know what, I'm moving on because this isn't good for me. So these decisions, you know, have not been easy. This is something where you've had to do a lot of fighting, a lot of battle. And right now you're really getting back in touch with that deeper intuition, that part of yourself that's very in need of healing. Going into the immediate future, we do have the 7 of Cups, another water energy card. There's a lot of interesting stuff to me about the 7 of Cups. It's a little bit of a card of confusion, in my opinion. Always feels a little confusing to me personally, because what it really shows is a lot of different choices from a very emotional place. You know, here he is down in the water going, I don't know which cup to pick, you know, and she's just saying they're all pretty good, right? And you're going, I don't think so, you know, because you don't know what's in those cups. And so it's really about, you know, working through your emotional options and opportunities. It's like, you know, make sure that you're vetting things before you really commit to them, because there is this sense of wanting to commit, of wanting to dedicate yourself to something. But because of the moon there and that 7 of Cups, I'm saying just be really a little careful, Scorpio, with that, you know, with all that, with the Mars and Pisces, it can really make things cloudy, a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of situations that you can't see all the way to the, you know, bottom of the pool. So don't jump in the pool before you can see the bottom of the pool, because you don't know what's on the bottom, right? And a lot of these options are coming at you very quickly. The immediate future, you may have a lot of communication coming in. Could be passionate communication because it is that Eight of Wands. It's fiery. You know, if it has to do with relationship or love, that's very obvious. Could be a lot of people that also could be very aggressive towards you, like just really bombarding you. And you're kind of like, wait, let me figure this out. Let me get, you know, in touch with myself. I need a minute, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. On the subconscious, and what you're very focused on right here, Scorpio, is the Empress card, Taurus and Libra energy. So it's very beautiful, very balanced, another very strong divine feminine energy coming in here. Our Empress is all about abundance, creativity, fertility, nurturing, mothering something, whether it's an actual child or a creative project or work or someone she cares for. She's always nurturing something. So to me, it's all about, you know, following that lead, following your sacred guidance inside. And she is very stable too. She's not going to let anyone knock her off her throne or mess with her, you know, path of life. So let's pull a clarifier over her. Look at that. So you may be focusing on some kind of reconciliation. Six of Cups is one of the cards of the tarot that really specifically refers to the past. You know, it doesn't, there's not many cards that do that, but the Six of Cups does. It can be childhood memories. It can be memories of an old flame or old relationship or old situation when things were just really sweet and abundant and blessed feeling. And so it's really like, I almost feel like there's a return, you know, and we have so much retrograde energy right now. Mercury retrograde in Cancer, woo, super nostalgic. You could really be going kind of back in your mind, you know, and going, gosh, you know, I remember this place, I remember that person, I remember that thing, and it was such a great energy, and trying to sort of, you know, create that feeling anew, you know, nurture that feeling anew. You could literally be reconciling with someone as well. That is definitely something that could be going on, or they trying to reconcile with you. But there's definitely an element of trying to rebuild on the positive elements of the past with that, Scorpio. So on the top, oh, Three of Swords, Scorpio. Oh, that's the message from the divine. That is what's crowning the spread. So you know what we're going to do? First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn a little sage for that. I'm going to put my, I got to get my dragon fire stick, you know, because being a human form dragon, it's a little different. We have to still use the fire. We're going to sage that baby. And then I'm going to use our friend Ramblin' Mike's magic trick, which is so good. If you haven't checked out Ramblin' Mike's tarot, absolutely do it. He's a great reader. But this is what he does. Whenever the Three of Swords comes up in a reading, he goes, out, out, out. Get those swords out of Scorpio's heart. We're going to do a little spiritual surgery here. We're going to shake that on out of your heart, Scorpio. You do not deserve that pain. You do not deserve that suffering. And this is really the divine acknowledging that you have had your heart stabbed. You have had your heart broken. It is not your fault. And it wants you to know that, you know, it is really going to be okay. And you are being seen. You are being held up. You are being healed. You know, for any of you that are watching out here, you know, we have saged that card. We are moving that energy absolutely for you. Yeah, and look at that. But you know what? This to me tells me so much in this position from the divine here, right? Because the Tower card, Scorpio, is all about the hand of the divine intervening into our life. It is Mars energy. So to me, this is the divine telling you whatever heartbreak you went through, whatever thing, don't try not to take it so hard. Because sometimes, Scorpio, when we don't get what we want, when somebody breaks their heart, when it seems so bad, what is really on the flip side is that Spirit was watching our back. They were making sure that we didn't end up with someone or something that was just really not going to be good and would have been way worse down the line. So, you know, to me, when that Tower comes in, it's like it can feel so disruptive. It can feel so painful in this particular case. but it was truly meant to be. And if something hadn't really disrupted it, and for Scorpio it usually does have to be something pretty big, because you guys have a thick skin. You can handle a lot of intensity. You really can. So it has to be something very intense to make you move. You know, only the hand of spirit could kind of go, this is not for your highest good, Scorpio. We got to get you out of that tower. But that's some strong energy, guys, that you are working through and transforming from right now. So let's pull some advice for you guys. This is a beautiful spread in many ways. Like the energy of it is just, wow, you can really feel, you know, the process that's happening within. It's very powerful transitions being made here. So let's see what comes up along this side. We could get some help from spirit, what is best for my Scorpio to do with all this energy. And we've got our moon card back again, guys. Let me tell you, the moon is where it's at. Full moon, June 5th. I will be doing full moon readings. You know, on the channel every month. I always do, you know, little readings for every sign for that full moon, because I love the full moon. It's always been a very magical thing for me, and I think it's very important for us to tune into that. So yeah, suggested approach. The moon card is here. Be in that water of emotion, Scorpio, and look on the back. You know, it's like, to me, that's very Scorpio energy, right? There's the eclipse, and we have those eclipses, right? You know, because that full moon is also a lunar eclipse, which is all about letting things go. When we have our lunar eclipse, it's about turning things loose that are no longer good for us. And when we get the solar eclipse, it's about embracing things that we want to change and increase. So, you know, with that lunar eclipse on June 5th, we are letting go a lot of old ideologies, old patterns, old thoughts and beliefs that just don't work for us anymore. And it happens on a deep subconscious spiritual level. But I think that Scorpio, it's like being in touch with your moods, and even just kind of those mood swings. It's like that's going to tell you a lot. And if you get around someone or something and you just don't feel right with it, it's like, you know, pay attention to that, because that's your spirit, that's your subconscious telling you that this is not where you need to be. And look at that, Page of Cups. Woo! So to me, you know, this could be somebody in your life that wants to apologize for something crappy they've done. Whether you accept it or not, that's really up to you. But somebody's picking up that fish phone. They're thinking about it. You know, they're thinking about something. You know, because pages are communication. And, you know, the water element is our emotions. So there's some emotional communication absolutely on the way to you. What you need to know about this, though, there is a lot of friction involved right now. Like I said, this is a little bit of a tough month in a way for communication with other people, because they're kind of on their guard, and they're putting you on their guard, you know, and it's like there's these potentials for little conflicts and skirmishes and just, you know, having this tussle go on. So it's like, you know, Scorpio, you can choose, you know, stay calm if you do engage with other people. Don't get into big conversations that go nowhere, because with a Mercury retrograde coming up, you know, if you start a conversation or a conflict especially, it just kind of fizzles out. It doesn't go anywhere. It just leaves a bunch of bad feelings. So just be selective about who you engage with. You know, because look at you. I mean, this is what you're moving away from the conflict. Six of Swords is getting in that boat and saying, you know what? Take me on away from these rough, rocky waters. I want to go to the still, peaceful place. That is what that's about. You are ready to leave behind those conflicts and move to a better spot. So hopes and fears, there's that Hermit. Scorpio, I think this is very clear. This is also Virgo energy. We pulled that Virgo card from the Oracle. So it's like, to me, this is definitely about self-healing, self-wellness, taking good care of yourself, and really following your star, following your truth. And look, he's got that moon. Oh, the moon is watching you this month, Scorpio. Boy, big time. You know, but what I think that you're kind of, you know, fearing a little bit is like, so I'm going to be a hermit forever? Am I just going to be doing my own thing forever? No, Scorpio, you will not be doing your own thing forever. But this is right now a very important time for healing and self-improvement, self-awareness and growth. And look at that, your own energy is coming up in this card, because Scorpio, there it is. There's the death card. There it is. And, you know, he carries the flag with that white flower of purity, innocence, rebirth, because that's what, you know, the death clears the way for, is that transformation, the rebirth. The sun is rising in the distance. You know, new life is right around the corner when the death card comes through. And look, I just noticed that too, that there's a little snake coiled around the stone right there next to the hermit in this card. So wow, I mean, this is all about super transformations, but really deep ones, really letting go of, you know, those old heartaches and feeling your worth coming in from spirit. You know, it's funny. It's you know, it's amazing to me. So let's look at this last outcome card. Here's the Fool card, and it's all about the rebirth. There it is. You know, the sun rising in the distance. He's walking away from the sunset, walking towards the sunrise, you know, and it's all about taking that leap of faith, you know, not worrying too much about where you might land. You know, it's kind of like, now that I've cleared away so much of this junk, you're going to feel so much more free and clear, you know, to take that leap, take that boundless, you know, energy and just go, yeah, I'm moving through. I think getting into July, that's going to be powerful for you. But there is so much, a lot of cleaning, a lot of clearing. Pay attention to your habits, your routines, anything that's good for you right now, Scorpio, because that is coming up big time in this month. And look at that. Yeah, you're recreating your own destiny here with that King of Wands sitting on that leadership. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, very fire, warm energy. So, you know, that King of Wands, he's a rebirth, he's a recreator, he knows how to create things. Yeah, standing your ground, look what's on the bottom, Seven of Wands. So you are not willing to be pushed around. And look at that Devil card. Scorpio, you are moving through some heavy energy here. You are letting go of anything that has been holding you back for so long. I'm telling you, these June readings are some of the most powerful ones I have seen in a while. You are no exception here. And look at that. There is our affirmator card for your affirmation, and the keyword is vitality. Look at this. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try to penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. So Scorpio, this is all about you being healthy from the inside out. I'm absolutely in love with this. Take good care of yourself, listen to your intuition, and step into your divinity, because that is what this month of June is about for you. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.